morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you to all you beautiful people who have written to me about the classes. If you are interested in doing any of the classes with our little community, all the instructions are underneath this video. You can choose to do one class or you can choose to do however many you want to, and that's fine. I'm keeping the classes capped at 10. I was going to cap them 8 and then I thought we'll try 10 on Zoom and see how we go. And they will start in June. I actually have the classes backed up in July too. So if you're interested in any of them, they are below. I want to say thank you to all of those who've been joining me on the lives every day, the daily diaries. We have had so much fun and so much learning from that. And I want to say how it gets back to me as you write to me afterwards and tell me how you're feeling, what you've learned, and how you've managed to sort of glean so much energy from other people, as well as understanding so much more things yourself. So I know that they are going extremely well and I'm loving doing them, and I will continue. So my intention is to sort of strike up more classes and get some more lives going, and I may even look to doing the card readings live for the weeklies going forward, and doing them online as well. So once the lockdown's finished, I'll start to restructure those so we do something different every day, and we do something more with a theme. So I probably will start to think about doing the weekly readings on a Sunday as well, and see how they go. I haven't put another live yet on Facebook. I'm sort of a bit inundated with working and that at the moment. So as soon as things sort of slow down, or I'm allowed to move back to part-time for a while, I'll start thinking about doing some more Facebook lives and doing card pulls. Page of Pentacles jumping out there. Some sort of message coming in for somebody here. All right. I did a little bit of the crystal ball this morning and did a bit of the runes, only because some of those things I've sort of picked up in the past and I've been called to do again. I've got the traditional runes, which I've had for many years, and I've just got a copy of the witches runes now, so I'm going to start moving towards them as well. But I want to say to you, the images I got this morning was that somebody is allowing something to die within them. So they're going through a transformation. The mask is coming off. They're finding that very, very painful to remove that mask. They're trying to find the space in their life. So for me, that means that they are trying to perhaps see between what's happening in their life and what is the potential. So they're sort of making room in some way, shape or form. And moving into a very different time. But whoever this is finding it quite difficult to shed this past stuff and this mask that they've been wearing. So somebody's going through a huge transformation. I just want to let you know, if it's you, I know it's difficult, but once you start to really shed the ego, it really starts to make your life look very, very different. And I hear people often say, about being able to go back because it was far less work. And I'm like, you can never go back. Once you started really embracing your destiny, you're on its way. So, okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles coming out here. Now, the Five of Pentacles can signify being left out in the cold. It's sometimes the feeling of sort of depression or sadness. It's more about loneliness, but it's loneliness even though there are people around you. So sometimes, no matter what we have around us, we may feel a bit like we're out there on our own, and we're not. We do have people around us, but it's just that feeling within that we feel lonely. I guess it sort of might be depression for some people. It could be someone's left you out in the cold as well. Okay, so we might have the same here as what I've already seen in the crystal ball this morning. The Death card talks about transformation. It talks about shedding, letting go of the ego, letting parts of you die that no longer serve you. cutting out things that no longer serve your greater good. So I feel that somebody is going through some great sadness with this, because it means they've got to let a lot of the things go that perhaps they were attached to. When you're doing this work, all of a sudden things don't seem, outside of yourself, don't seem so critical or so important anymore. So somebody's definitely going through a transformation. Looking forward, see, trying to find the space. This is really interesting, because I don't use the crystal ball very often, so this is a bit enlightening for me as well. This is about moving forward, finding a new pathway, and that's what I said. I felt this person was looking for another opportunity, another way to go, trying to look for more space in their life so that they could understand how to move forward on something. I do think, yeah, there's the Lovers. I do think this is a love situation. I do feel that some of you are perhaps dealing with a soulmate or a twin. I do think that this is the person perhaps that you've sent into an awakening. Whatever this is, very, very divine. This is a very powerful union. And I've been feeling this a lot lately, speaking to people. Six of Swords here. So this is the moving away card. So you've definitely got somebody moving away from something in order to find a space in their life to welcome in the things they want. Now, whoever this is, it was quite interesting because I saw a dragon on its back. So the dragon was actually dying. And I feel that the dragon probably represents around the fear stuff. So somebody's letting a lot of fears go here and a lot of energy of moving forward. I should have done some more with the crystal ball to sort of see where it was going, but I'm really glad it aligned with the cards. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy. She's the mother energy. She's the nurturer, the person who feels very deeply within their intuition, someone who has very, very strong feelings. So your person or whoever you're dealing with at the moment could possibly be starting to understand their own emotions, their own feelings, and maybe that they're letting that ego perhaps die that has held them back from truly feeling who they are. I feel like this person is learning to self-express, possibly getting to know themselves for the first time in a very long time. When we get so immersed in our ego, we forget who we are, which is sort of, we tend to adapt to our surroundings. It's sort of very chameleon-like, but you tend to adapt to the person you think other people want to see, or the person that you feel protected within. So, okay, so I have the Nine of Pentacles here. So you could be dealing with someone who's found that space already, or who has already, sorry, I'm really excited. Someone who has really found this this part of themselves that they've forgotten existed. Someone's really getting back in touch with their true self here. This is beautiful energy between these two cards. Someone who's really starting to find themselves. So if any of you have been in a long-term relationship where you've sort of found that when you've walked away from someone, that you've forgotten who you are and you have to rediscover yourself, this is what this person's doing at the moment. So that you could be dealing with someone who's leaving something long-term, who's lost themselves in that relationship. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to things that no longer serve you. It can be holding on to money, so you could be dealing with someone who's had to work through their financial situation to sort of get back to themselves as well. Maybe they've been in a situation where they've had to recoup financially before they can move on. You could also have a person who's been hanging on to a lot of old fears and a lot of old emotions that's finally understanding how to let them go. It's interesting because on this card, he actually looks like a counselor or a doctor or something. So I feel like some people may have gone to some sort of counseling, or maybe a friend or a person who's very close to them to talk about this, because I feel like this is the letting go stuff coming through here. Okay, Prince of Wands. Now, the Prince of Wands is coming in with a message of passion here. So I think you may be about to hear from this person. There's a Queen of Pentacles here. There's also, okay, If you're not a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or a Capricorn dealing with a water sign here. 3 of Cups. Someone is leaving an old situation behind to move towards a Capricorn here. We're talking maybe a breakdown in a relationship. Possibly a water sign, as I said. I feel like it's water and earth for a lot of you. It could be also that this person is letting go of the ego, letting go of the bondage, the bounding to something that's held them back for so long, recognizing the toxicity, letting go of toxic energy to move forward. And they could be moving away from a Capricorn or a Taurus, Virgo as well. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. So somebody's had this enlightenment here. They've been able to see things in a very different way. So they've sort of shone light on something. But I feel like this person may be in this sort of suspension mode at the moment. So they may not have made a move yet, but they're very close. 7 of Pentacles here. So they see a future. They are manifesting and they are ready to take action here with this Princess of Swords. Would have been much better to see the King of Swords there, because you know that they would fully realise this, but they haven't quite got to that point. But they are starting a process here. All right, so we have somebody here who feels left out in the cold, maybe feeling very lonely. If this person is separated from someone, it might mean that you're feeling separated, cold, alone, without that particular person. There seems to be some sort of transformation going on here. Again, with the water sign, we have Scorpio represented here. Someone who's trying to move forward, trying to make a path, make space for a new path. Someone who's obviously going after a relationship that's divine, that's been divinely orchestrated. And we do have the 6 of Swords saying to me they've definitely moved away, or they're in the process of moving away from another situation. Now, for some of you, you might not know this person. So just remember, not all of the people we're going to meet in relationships are already known to us. Some of these people may be brand new. It still means I'm describing what they're going through on their way to come to you. So if you don't already know your twin flame or soulmate, it may be that they're going through this process here, whoever this is. So what we have is someone who's escaping the bonds of another relationship or another situation. I feel that they've started to understand the process. They're letting go. They're starting to sort of acknowledge their feelings here. And I feel like this person is ready to sort of speak out, make contact, whatever it is for you. But there does seem to be some sort of interaction with this person here. This person is letting go of some sort of bondage, probably from another relationship. It could be from another situation too. Maybe this person's deciding here that they want a relationship and they're allowing perhaps work to go on the back burner. Some people are, you know, so unhappy they just bury themselves in their work, and that becomes a problem too. Or so ambitious that they bury themselves in their work. But it seems to me they're making space here. And I feel like this person's finally understanding what they want here in life through having some sort of awakening, some sort of realization here that it's time to sort of make a move. So maybe this person's been holding themselves back. Oh, we have the Magician and the Mirror, twin flame, 53. That's quite interesting. All right, Magician and the Mirror. This is knowing and using your true power. This card represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand, the flame of passion. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the Magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the Magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the Magician, you are on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metal into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny in the midst of the future, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. What a beautiful card to complement the reading. Have a wonderful day.